Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the Wyoming Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Johnson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might as well run him again. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Johnson. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on third down. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just had to get rid of it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Quick give. It's Harris. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Hughes. Turns it upfield. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna run it, it's Harris. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's looking to throw. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw one first. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The run inside. It's Harris. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Money down, man. That's what coaches talk about. One of the first things they look at on the stat sheet is how did we do on 3rd down executing, and how about this offense on this drive? 3 third-down conversions. That's how you sustain drives. That's how you become a great offense.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Hughes. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Driven back.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Out wide left, it's Holman. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now they'll try the right side. All over him immediately.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Left side, it's Johnson. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin them deep. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. On the ground, it's Harris. At the 45 on his way. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out wide right, it's Hubbard. Caught, and he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Hits inside, it's Johnson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. Right side, it's Bryant. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. Breaks the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hubbard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Hughes. Out wide left, it's Wilson. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Straight ahead, it's Hubbard. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Cowboys are flying down the field. Looking for a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you need him. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
To the air. It's Hughes. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll move the tight end. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Johnson. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, it's Harris. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got room at the 35. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Hubbard. There's some room, headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fresh center down's going to the air. Fires left. That's caught. It's Rodgers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to take a shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll send the tight end in motion. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick give. It's Hamilton. He's past the marker. There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Got the 1st down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
The handoff. Steamrolls his way ahead.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Keep it on the ground. Stopped right there.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Takes the handoff. It's Birch. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll run it on the counter. Breaks into the open. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The ride. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. In the backfield, it's Birch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Makes the catch, it's Thompson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. On target over the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Fitted in the window for the score. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Discards him with the stiff arm.
They're throwing for it on a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Long way to go on 2nd down. The give to the back. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Lawrence. They put the brakes on him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run him again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. A run for the quarterback. Turning it on.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sims. They go to the wide receiver screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The run inside. It's Lawrence. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Working the ground game. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
3rd and 4. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Fourth and 4. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Hits inside, it's Johnson. Enough to move the chains. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Second and long here. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.